Hello, everybody. Welcome
Onika.
to episode 5 of Messy Mondays. And all
All
right, we
right.
got Diva Sean over here. We got Ken. We got more people than we normally do. Myself, Hershey Kiss TV. We got Carl, T Spiller, Todd. We still waiting for CJ to join us, but that is okay. We're gonna go ahead and get started, and he's gonna join us later.
We waiting
First,
on
what's going
August
on?
to grace us with his presence.
We waiting on
Can I make
August.
can I make an announcement?
Yes, you can.
I hope y'all got y'all thick skins because we still spearing all you motherfuckers. Y'all wanted us to get messy. Y'all said we was being too nice and walking on eggshells. So y'all want the honest truth? We finna give it to y'all.
I know that's right, D.
All right.
You finna go there tonight, baby.
Cheers to the honest
Everybody
truth.
don't like it when we be
What y'all
messy. Everybody want to get mad at me and talk about me on their Instagrams and shit whenever I get messy and have an opinion. And then they think I say I'm only my opinion matter. Everybody opinion matter. I just make mine more known.
Oh,
Pretty
yes,
much.
he lit the
All right,
cigarette with it. What y'all
right
sipping
then
on?
he meant business. You know I got the Hennessy
Little Hennessy and
and water
Sprite.
in the water.
I got 18
and water.
coconut.
Come on,
Yes,
coconut.
it's some
Because he's
water.
somewhere in Port
I
Todd,
got some
the
J
water.
Moore wine. J
Me and this
Moore.
one last just
Almost done.
J Moore. Mine is
So
on
what
the
all did
bed. I
y'all
should
get
have
into
popped it
this
open.
weekend? Because I know I got into some things and I saw some things and I heard
I
some
heard what
things.
you. I heard. I had a pretty like mild weekend. Well, I don't know about y'all, but in up north we have this thing. Well, Midwest, it's called Sweetest Day, and it's
Yes,
like
I'm from Michigan.
So, I was a little spoiled princess this week. I came home to flowers and gifts and,
Oh,
shopping and slept. What about?
especially the slept part. That sounds like the
Yes,
best part of it all.
naps are essential for life. What you get into, OG? Welcome back,
Work.
Ken. What you get into? I said OG. OG Hot Boy Ken. What you get into
Oh,
this
okay.
weekend?
I actually started working this weekend, so I didn't get into anything. I went out Saturday though. I did go out either Saturday. I did go out Saturday. Had a really good time. Came my ass in the house, and then all hell broke loose in Houston last night.
Ooh, I heard.
Oh,
I don't
I
know if y'all saw the
heard.
video, but folks getting hit by cars, ran over, smashed. Actually, one of our fellow hot boys happened to get hit with a vehicle. 4,000
Yes.
pounds laid on
You
top
just
of
said
Where?
it
him.
so casually, like it was just
That
another
was
day.
not confirmed. Allegedly, that was not confirmed.
I said what I
So,
said.
Oh,
You said
so,
it just
so,
elegant. And he just happened to
so,
get hit with
Denzel,
a
what you get
vehicle.
into? Because we're gonna
August
get
said he
into the
coming
car
in.
shit.
Okay, here comes
Denzel, what
August,
did you get?
everybody.
What you get into this weekend? We're gonna save Hershey
Me?
because Hershey got the best for last.
Who me?
Okay.
I ain't
Still, what
getting
you
into nothing.
get into?
I had to work the whole weekend. I heard some stuff and
Yeah.
got some shit sent to me, but I didn't see what Hershey seen. She was down there in person.
Yeah, we gonna leave Hershey for the best for last. Ty, what you get into?
Eyewitness news.
I usually work on the weekends, and when I'm not working, I'm regulating and trying to figure out what's going on with these hot boys.
You
What
see
is
me
going
alive
on?
too. I seen
You
What
some
the
said
hot
of the
boys
hot
what?
been up
boys.
to?
I said what's going on?
I seen that live from one of the hot boys. He was mad at 5:30 in the morning, wasn't he?
There was a lot going on. Supposedly, somebody got into a fight or tried to fight at the club.
Oh yeah, I pulled up to T Spill Alive and I got that tea out of him. Hershey, Kiss, baby.
What
Okay,
y'all
so
What
talking
was
y'all,
about?
your weekend
before
like?
I get into the things that I experienced this weekend, I have a little joke. So I went to the 90s party that was sponsored by the GStatus ATL Hustle people. And I actually got a chance to meet Jamar84, which is another YouTuber, and he is cool as hell.
Yes, Jamar.
Yes, I got a chance to meet Jamar. So me and Jamar, like, we hung real tough the whole time. We were the media. We, of course, pretended like you're not seeing things, but you really are. And we hung real tough. And we went to the bar to get a drink, and they hired like this Mexican lady to bartend. She was like 50, y'all. And we was just talking with her and laughing with her. And, you know, she was just talking. Then she was like, oh, so what kind of event is this? And me and Jamar looked at each other like, bitch, you don't know what you just got yourself into. You don't even know what kind of event this is. So, to make a long story short, when all the Royal Rumble and all the fights and stuff broke out, it was a fight over here, an argument over there, somebody chasing somebody over here, somebody falling down over there. This Mexican lady takes off running to her car. She grabbed her keys. Y'all, she left her liquor. She left her phone. She left everything. And she grabbed her keys. And
She got
ran
on
to the
down.
car.
Underlay,
Fuck
goddamn.
ASAP.
And she
Not
ran to
underlay.
the car. And I guess, like, you know how you watch, you kind of see what kind of read people's mind. I think she was getting ready to pull off and she stopped, I think. And she was like, hold up, I ain't got my money. So she proceeds to get her phone and try to call or text KL to come outside and meet her. So I thought that was funny. But they scared that poor lady. Poor lady. They scared the piss out of her.
Hold on. No, August, you got to move that. Because I think his head turned or something. I'm not sure, but you have got to fucking stop. No. I swear to God, that thing just looked around the room.
The head did move. The head did move.
Now, where the hell have you been?
Let's
Before
get
we
the
get
fuck
anything started, where have you been?
Are we live?
We are live.
We live.
Oh shit. Oh, well, y'all.
Oh, you want the people to know you smoke? You want the people to know you smoke?
Nikki, come back.
Yeah, I didn't even fuck it. Oh well.
You're fucking trippy, I said.
Yeah,
What's going on?
I was staring at it the
What's
whole
up?
time. Like, is that a Chucky doll? What the fuck? Oh, my bad. I
What's
thought
been
my
with
mic
you?
was
Where you
muted.
been at? Tell the people what's in this big announcement that you had.
I've been taking time to myself because I kind of been going through it personally on some personal shit. So you know, mental health is real. I had to take time to myself and just kind of like move around. I mean, even though I post on Instagram, I mean I'm doing okay. I just kind of do it to just keep everybody entertained or whatever. So yeah, man, you know, I just been planning a lot of shit out. I'm currently about to be back to Los Angeles a lot. I'm gonna be on a different show, same platform. You know, shout out to Real Hot Boys of Hollywood. Yeah, man, so it's gonna be dope.
Okay.
Congratulations, August.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I
congrats.
sure hate this is how I found out.
Well,
I don't care. August can go through his thing. August talks to me regardless. So we got
Well,
beef,
you don't look like you've been going through nothing, August. You know that.
I mean, hey, y'all know, even when I'm going through it, I've always managed to keep a smile on my face because, I mean, I'm healthy and I'm alive. So even though I'm going through it, you know what I'm saying, I smile. You know, I laugh, I giggle. I might go out and get a drink or two, but that don't mean that I'm doing okay.
A drink
So,
of
you know,
6.
Child. Shay left you some hearts in the comments. T News. What you been up to? You there?
Yes, I am here.
What you been up to this weekend?
Girl, I had a very long weekend, to be honest.
Y'all, T News
Like-
be having the T on his page. He be dropping T all day long.
Yeah, T News been arguing with these porn stars and strippers.
Nah, first of all, I'm not arguing with no
At least he
porn
not
stars. They argue with
texting them.
themselves, honey. They
At
go
least he
argue
not
with
texting them.
themselves. They doing the argument for me, so I
Who
don't have
dated
to
one
argue
of
with
them?
either one of them.
Who dated one of them?
You done a porn star, Ken? I thought he was on another something else.
Who, me?
Ken is
Oh, you
mad.
said at least he not dating one or texting
No, I said
one.
at least he not texting them.
That part.
Tell him if you gonna text him, at least
Listen,
text the
obviously he talking to Carl now.
Unless you want to give me
Carl
unless you want to cash at me some money or something, that's the only time I'll be texting you. But other than that,
come on, Cash Out.
They're gonna Snapchat you in 5s because that's how much they be charging for the premium.
child, that's so cheap.
It is.
Well, everybody, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. They said it's no filter this week. Now, what we've been hearing from D is that the people said that we need to be more messy on here. We need to quit sparing these folks. It ain't no more people gonna have to have thick skin. And I'm just gonna read out the topics and I'm gonna let them have it.
All right, so what's the first
What's
one?
first on the docket?
So first on the docket, Todd, do you want us to go mainstream or do you want us to go web reality?
I'm going wherever you going.
Let's start off mainstream.
Mainstream? So let me try to aim for the biggest news that a whole lot of people been talking about, and that is Lizzo in this fishnet ass dress. Everybody has been talking about Lizzo. There have been arguments on the internet whether it's body shaming or whether they're just telling her that don't look good. And I'm very curious to know with the panel, especially since we have a larger number of people this time. I'm curious to know what the panel has to say. But first, I do want to say, and it's really short, like, I know as a woman in media, especially as a Black woman in media, people critique us faster than everybody else, especially as a woman. It is hard. Like, if they say you don't look like nothing, you can't have it. That's just the way that it goes. So I know how hard it is, but at the same time, I do think that her outfit could have been put together and packaged a lot better. And I'm trying to be nice about it because I know how people come at us women when it comes to the way that we look. How y'all feel?
Can I start, please?
Yes.
Go, please.
So
go.
what I'll say, oops, Todd, please don't zoom the camera in on me. That shit get awkward. But what I'll say is, if you do stuff that she does and just go with it is one thing. But this lady likes to get on the internet, on Beyonce's internet, and cry every time somebody says something about her, and then she goes to the studio and bend her ass over with a thong on, pull her pants all the way up, and shows bare ass. And then the next thing I see is her talking about people judging her and treating her wrong. Ma'am, you know what they're going to say when you show your ass. Ever since you started this ass thing that you've been doing, and it's just showing all this ass everywhere, because it ain't even about you being big. It's about your booty cheeks being out everywhere that you go, and you crying about it later. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you didn't cry about it, we could appreciate it. But you going and crying every time you do it, like, why are you making these bold ass attempts if you don't have a heart to back it up?
Yeah.
As the resident big girl, I'll go last. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll go next.
I'm gonna go after your call.
When it comes to Lizzo, I feel like it's not the fact that her body size is the issue, because I think that's what everybody's trying to make it like they're attacking her because of her size. And like Hershey said earlier, it's not that, it's the way it's packaged. We're not saying that Rihanna can do it and Lizzo can't. Rihanna's just packaged better. If Rihanna's was fit or designed the same way Lizzo's would, yeah, we're going, what the fuck is you got on? Like, that's not flattering in the least bit. And my thing is, like, what you also need to realize is that when you are Rihanna size, it's certain things you can wear that when you're Lizzo size, you can't wear. Just because it looked cute in a magazine or you saw it on the runway and it was cute, don't mean it fits your body size. She could have pulled off the same exact look and it could have been very sexy on her had it been packaged correctly. That is not, I feel like that's more of a stylist issue. I wouldn't even let nobody know that I was the one to design that, because it's like, bitch, now everybody gonna be looking at me like, bitch, I'm the one to design this piece of shit that's on her. Because it's like, it was unflattering, it was big, it was hanging off. It looked like a whale caught in a fishnet. And it's just like, you gonna have weight on your, when you have weight on, you just have to watch what you put on. That's just how I feel about the situation. Next time, package it better, and we won't talk about it. She like a whale. I mean, like I said, like, you know, you got, we gonna call it what it is. She got stomach, she got titties that kind of hang a little bit. You know, she got a couple of dimples in the ass. It's just certain things. Rihanna's body don't look like that.
She looked a hot ass mess. She looked a hot ass mess.
She looked a mess. And
First of all, you said a little bit.
I'm trying to be not to go that hard on her, but girl, you fat. That's just what it is. Like, you have to just package it better. Not saying that you can't look sexy big, it's just the way you have to package it. You just didn't package it right. Not a lot of sexy big bitches.
Me too. She like some fisherman caught a whale in the water. That's how she looked to me.
She wasn't a particularly sexy big bitch that particular night. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like that Lizzo at this point is that she's feeling her confidence way too much now. I understand the body positivity bullshit or whatever. Like, I guess this trend that she's trying to set for big girls. However, I just feel like she's doing a little bit too much, and at this point, she's gonna have to realize that she's gonna have to face the consequences behind it, like showing your booty hole and all this other stuff. Like, girl, do you understand that? Like, when you're showing all of your body under this whatever this called, this dress or plastic dress or whatever the fuck it is, like, do you understand that people are going to talk about you, or like, what point in time are you going to understand that enough is enough? Like, calm down, sis. No shame.
Especially if you can't handle it. Like that's the main thing. She can't
If you
handle it.
can't
She always
handle it,
crying
Yeah,
her
like
ass off about
that
something.
look crazy to me. Yeah. Listen, I got
At
a
this,
2-pack. It's no way in hell I'm gonna go out and wear a halter top shirt
Terrible.
and walk around in the city with my stomach out of my shirt and I got a 2-pack. Now if I had a 12-pack, you know, that's a different case. I show my stomach all day.
So am I the
You
only
should.
one who actually thought that she looked cute?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's wait.
We
So
haven't
she
heard. We
cute when
haven't
she
heard.
covers herself up.
it's
You the
cute,
only
but
one.
like she
When
did
she
a
covers
whole
herself
fucking
up, she's
lot.
cute. But then when she's showing the entire meal,
Yeah.
Right.
that's the
She should have
problem.
had on a slip.
Yeah, she
Is
should
my
have had on
turn
a fur
yet?
coat.
I ain't
A
heard
fur
nobody
coat.
say slip since my grandmama when I used to go to
I
church.
know, right?
No
Nobody
Is
said
it
shame.
my
slip.
turn yet?
I ain't heard nobody say that in so long.
She should have had a trench coat on with it.
Let's call a
Go ahead,
thing a
D Wood.
thing. Let's call a thing a thing. I'm a big girl, and as a big girl, we just can't wear certain shit. Okay? Don't nobody want to see your rolls out. Don't nobody want to see your belly warmers. Don't want to see our flabby ass cheeks. Let's just call it what it is. If she would have had it differently, maybe. But you got your belly warmers hanging down to your damn groin area, and you got your rolls falling out. She looked like she had on a glittery muumuu. Like, let's call it what it is. She is a beautiful big girl,
Damn.
baby. She is very talented. But Lizzo be putting on antics for attention. And Lizzo do everything for attention. Let's just cut the bullshit. But Rihanna and her are two totally different people. Both of them are beautiful black women. Both of them are beautifully talented, business-minded women. However, two totally different body types. Now I know men love big girls, because trust me, I'm a big girl, but we're not gonna act like her walking out with this muumuu on with her rolls and her dumpy ass falling out everywhere was cute. It's not. And whoever her stylist and whoever her team is need to be fired. Because
I think
that's a
she got.
very
I think she
I
did fire them. The reason she doing this shit.
I think that there are
if
some things that a lot
I
of
mean,
people
Miss Mamas,
don't
she
really.
held my whole tablecloth.
I mean, I feel
A
like
lot
if she
of
had a
things
wore
that
it, I don't know if y'all seen it, but I feel like had she wore it like kind of like, I don't know, I forgot the girl name. Oh, why did I get married? If she would have wore that shit like a net with
Jill
something
Scott.
around it would have been cute. But like with
yeah.
her titties hanging out and like her panties like cricket and shit, it looked weird.
It did. It looked like she literally put on a muumuu and said, "All right, I'm ready." Put on a
Yeah.
ponytail and she left it. And then she followed
What
it
is
up
that?
by a
Yeah,
muumuu.
Dak. You mean
No, what is
Dick
Dak?
or Dak?
They
Because I don't
misspelled
want Dak.
D-I-C-K. It was a typo. It was supposed to be D-I-C-K. But to
She
add
get
to
more
it,
and better. I feel you.
And then
I
she
think
went
she should be
online
able
the
to dress
next
however
day.
she wants.
And
She make money.
well, guess what?
How come she can't be a plus size sex symbol?
Then you
But
open
But
your
Lizzo
this
is a
is
vegetarian,
what
It's
I
the
so she
way
want
not
it's
to
getting no
add.
meat.
packaged.
This is what I want
That's
to
people
add
not
to that,
understand
though.
it. It's not that she can't be.
This is what I want to add to that, though. This antic and the antic she pulled when she went to the basketball game and showed up with her ass out were the only two things Lizzo did that I didn't like, because a basketball game is a family affair. To anybody that's naked, put some
but
clothes on. I didn't
then
agree
she
with
get
that.
she
But
got on live the other day and just pulled her damn big pants down and was shaking her ass. Like, baby, you can't handle it. When they get to talking about you, you crying. So why is you putting all this heat on yourself? You are super talented. You are very beautiful. You don't have to put on all these antics just to be seen, mama.
You're right. Like we love your
are
music.
you
Go
sure?
play the flute and
That was
eat.
my next question. Are you
Yes.
sure? Because
Damn.
my question for y'all is, do you think that if she didn't do the antics, people would have noticed who she was?
Yes, they
Yeah,
already
people
knew who
spoke
she
for it. Yeah,
was.
her music.
I knew who Lizzo was
Either
before I
way,
knew
they're gonna know who she
Lizzo ass.
is.
I knew who Lizzo was before she got famous. She's been around.
Yeah.
And then she
I
from
think she is
Houston, so
cheating
she
And it's
on
not
already
like
got
you
a
said, it's not
following.
a fact about her not being a sex symbol. She could definitely be a sex symbol. You could be a sex symbol, any body type. Only fans taught me that. So that's not the point here. The point is you just looked a mess because it was it was just packaged wrong.
Carl
That was
be
it.
watching. Carl watching BBW OnlyFans. I just playing.
I like what I like, and sometimes a big girl can get what she
So
can
tell
get.
me this, y'all. Tell me this. Who is a female plus size sex symbol that we could probably recognize like today?
Queen Latifah.
Ashley Graham.
Yeah.
She's a nigga.
Medea.
Queen
Good,
Latifah.
Queen Latifah is a boy. Like
That's a
not even like
when she dressed like a girl, she's
but
fine as fuck.
Queen Latifah only dresses like a girl for Hollywood. Y'all do realize Queen Latifah is a stud.
But she look good though, and she wear her shit well. She still
Where?
look
The,
good.
Queen
Even he
Latifah
said,
is a stud.
When she go,
Where is she at?
Can we recognize a female sex symbol for real?
Queen Latifah is the equalizer right now.
She's a rapper. I don't give her.
Honestly, Lizzo can be the big girl sex symbol. She just learn how to dress. That's all she need to do.
Okay.
Oh, I take that back, Carl. I take that back because she was a sex symbol on Living Single. She was.
Yeah, she was.
On Living Single, she was. But
and
that was in the 90s.
Whenever
I said today.
Queen Latifah goes out, anytime she do her red carpet looks and stuff, Queen Latifah slays down.
Okay, wait. So y'all said a female singer that's a sex symbol. So I would say that. Do y'all know the girl Nayo?
Is she big?
Yeah, I do.
She is. She's very pretty. She's pretty as fuck.
So
she dressed
I'll say Anaya. Y'all know who Anaya is? The one who sang the Sugar Daddy song?
Yeah.
She has a potential because she's big, she's pretty, she's
Me either,
sick.
Carl. I thought it was
I got one. I got two. Remy Rucci and Takara.
She is not a big.
She ain't no big
But
girl.
they're not big girls.
Rucci.
But who? Coochie what?
She is
What's
not
her
a big
name?
girl.
Coochie what?
That is not
hey,
big girl.
I don't care what nobody say. Tay Hecker is fine as hell. I don't care what nobody say. Tay Hecker is in the BBW category to me, and she fine. And then Malaya.
Jill Scott.
I think she's
Jill Scott.
Jill Scott a sex symbol.
Jill Scott is a sex symbol, sugar mama.
Yep.
Child, she like the first lady of the church.
Yeah,
That's what she giving me.
You said she
grits.
How she sucked that microphone? That ain't first lady.
Collard greens, cornbread.
All right, let's go to our next point. Bobby Likes and Rolling Ray.
Lord,
You almost slipped, you almost slipped.
Okay.
Now, if I would have seen him on there.
Look, Dre Simber said that's who Roll On Rebel was supposed to be, but
that's who he's trying to be.
He done missed his
Can I be
calling.
the first to say on this type of subject, who asked for this? I wouldn't even where these bitches even had beef. Like, what?
Yeah, what's the problem? Can somebody explain it?
Like,
so what I'll
and
say
who
is
asked for it? Like,
I just hope that his battery is charged up before he gets on the stage.
Well, he rolling circles around.
Yeah,
he did.
Yes, he was. He was doing donuts around Bobby Lights. I'm
Y'all
like,
going to
girl.
hell, bro.
But Bobby Light's gonna be wrong if he knock him out that cart.
All he gotta do is just push him off and walk up the stairs.
That's why you just
they
have
kick
to
in
doubt.
towards the end, so apparently they squashed it. But I don't think
That's why you had to douse it with some, Jack Daniels.
I don't think rolling Ray and Saucy. Saucy.
That's who I would want to see.
Pretty much a diss record to Rolling Ray, so I don't understand why y'all pick Bobby as.
Yeah.
I watched the first episode of the conversation.
Santana said that song had nothing to do with that man.
Lie.
They never
But
get through the
I
conversation, though. I
backdoor said when Santana came to Houston, Santana was literally mimicking a handicapped man on stage 2020, and he was moving his legs with his hands like as if he was handicapped because he couldn't move his legs. So I feel like he was talking about him. He was in Houston doing that at Coach.
So, if he was talking about him, not Roll On Rebel, but what's his name? Roll On Ray.
Y'all done slipped so many times. Like, y'all
he starts shit just like the other nigga that's in the wheelchair always be starting shit. So we're not gonna act like he's innocent. When we talk about those niggas that's in wheelchairs, we're talking about those two niggas. We're not talking about everybody else as a whole. Nobody asked for this for the simple fact that.
But one get paid for what he do, Ken. One get paid for what he do.
Look, look,
and that's questionable.
Roll on Rebel.
What? I got a question.
About your battery running out and getting stuck in the park.
I got a question.
Anyways,
I've never seen two
Now Hershey.
What?
Now Hershey.
What?
And wheelchairs be that damn bowl. Hershey.
That's what I'm saying.
They be bold.
Like, I sat there and thought about it so long and hard after I told him I was gonna roll him in the middle of Piedmont Park in some mud, and I felt bad. But then again, I was like, I would actually do that shit because I can't hit you in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
So I'm just gonna enable you a little bit more.
I told her if I ever catch y'all busting her ass right in the damn chair, bitch, where she stands. That's the bit, or where she sit, bitch.
Throw
You
some
don't care
pop
now
and spit on that bitch like the last one did. No, I ain't gonna spit on nobody though. That's
Nah, he
terrible.
need his ass whooped. He don't need no hawk spit on him. He need an ass
I
wouldn't
wouldn't spit on nobody, Kim, but if I
Why
had
don't y'all
children
find him?
and
He
they
already
passed
sitting
away
down.
and
Just knock
somebody
him
talked
over and
about
just
my
walk
Nuh-uh.
away.
He talking about he need his
unplug
ass
his
whooped.
chair
He
and
ain't even
push
got
him
no
over.
feeling in his ass.
Y'all better do like the
Yeah.
woman did off of
cerebral
Diary of a Mad
palsy.
Black Woman.
Roll him in the bathtub and watch him stop making
Yes,
the
God.
What
Shit,
you
just
tell him,
that.
Carl? You can't even walk it like you talk it.
Look, you better knock his
Before
ass over and walk
Messy
away.
Monday
Oh,
get
shit.
canceled, before Messy Monday get canceled, let's move on.
kick his ass in the damn
But
pamper.
hold
He'll
on,
come
I
back.
have to. Hold on. I have to give out an award, though. The award for best tag team actions goes to T Spiller and Dre Simba. When I say they got that motherfucker together so fast, be live and got him the fuck up out of there. That was the best tag team read I ever heard. This motherfucker said, Timmy, I ain't gonna ever be able to watch that again. Fucking Dre Simba.
Hey, look,
But
D,
the
you did what
award
got
for
me.
best tag team read goes
D,
to
what
fucking
made
T
it so
Spiller and
funny,
Dre
D?
Simba.
What made it so funny to me after we cleared his ass? They were like, "Are you done, Roll-On?" And he was like, and they kicked his ass off the damn panel.
No, hey, you
Doing
remember
that
that time?
He was so
He be
Hey,
defeated.
Hershey, y'all remember that time when we was on what was it, Clubhouse, and I kept on kicking him out the group every time he came back in there, so he got mad at y'all and cussed y'all out.
I cussed him out on Clubhouse a couple of times. He blocked me.
I think everybody on here that cussed him out except for August, and he like August. Yeah, he like
August
August.
cussed him out too. He told everybody August was trying to send him some dick pictures for some money.
Oh, he did say that.
He don't do that because that
August, really?
that was not the case.
Look,
Ooh, we gonna drink to that.
Security check.
August said, "What's
Dre
up?"
Simba hit the
And he
bitch
said,
with,
"August said, what's up?"
I'm
What that
dealing
mean,
with.
like, what's
Wait. Let T Spiller what happened because explain. I told you what happened, so go ahead tell me.
No, like you told me what happened, but he sent me the DM. He
Oh,
said,
no.
"August said, what's up?"
But when you seen it didn't make sense, right?
It didn't make sense when he sent it to me, but when you told me, it made sense.
Child, that
The
shit.
only dick pictures he received was Dro and the other
And
person.
Sherrod.
He got Sherrod. I ain't know if he got you.
Also, when he
No,
was
no,
sending
no,
them
no.
some money,
Hold up.
he was
Wait,
sending them money for
wait.
sending dick pictures.
I'm just
Yeah.
playing. I'm just playing.
He was sending money for dick pictures.
Yeah.
All you
Oh,
gotta
that's
do
why
is
you
get a
wrote 'em.
picture of somebody else's dick. You don't even have to.
How much he was sending?
Right.
Not
He
you.
was
What you
sending
gonna send
$5.
him?
Let's get to
Let
somebody
me
and
tell
send
you
it to
something.
him.
I will send somebody else titties in a minute.
Look, okay, Hershey, like you want what? Okay, hold on.
Y'all, we went from talking about Bobby Lights and Rolling Ray.
So I had to give that award out because that was the best tag team motherfucking read ever. So shout out to
his
you, Dre
book.
Simba T7. Yes.
Shout out to Roll-On Rebel book. Come out November 26th.
Don't get fucked up.
So as in the words of Dre Simba, we are done with this. Next topic.
Next topic. So this is another topic everybody's been talking about, which I think is really stupid that they even tried this publicity stunt. But Eddie Winslow and Sydney Starr. So they
have mercy.
Taking pictures together, and Eddie Winslow is saying that he's an ally. And at first I was like, okay, well maybe he is. And then later on, kissing picture came out.
Can I say something? Wait. Let me say something. So for me, what got me on this whole Eddie Winslow thing, the Eddie Winslow was, why the fuck was the mama from the show on there trying to like back him up? That shit threw me the fuck off.
Wasn't that awkward? Like, what's the fuck?
I was like, where the fuck she come from?
Wait, that was the
Come on, wait,
mama
my
with the
That
mama.
was
drama
Harriet.
Yeah,
eyebrows.
that was
That
Harriet
was
in the show.
Harriet.
That was Harriet.
The eyebrows were
Harriet.
drawn. I didn't know that was the
Harriet.
mother.
That
That
was
was
Get on
Harriet.
my nerves.
That was
That was
Harriet.
that was the
I
mom.
thought that was his real mama or auntie or
No,
somebody.
that was
I thought
Harriet.
it
Y'all
was
couldn't tell by the voice. She sounded like the same woman from the show.
I thought it was
She
the
had her
Popeyes
good
lady.
wig on
3 packs of
too.
cigarettes a day.
She had on her good wig, baby.
I thought
She
it
had
was
a
the Popeyes
27
lady
piece
from the
on.
Popeyes
She was
commercial.
chilling.
It was more than
Vicky said they
27.
fucking, period. So how many of us think
Damn.
that? How many
Who
of us think
fucking?
that they fucking?
Huh?
How many of us think that they
Who
fucking?
I don't think he missed
Eddie
her.
and Sydney.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eddie
Eddie definitely fucked Sydney, bro. You
Y'all
can
know
tell by the
Sydney
video.
has been
Come
the
on, now be
queen
for
of.
real.
That ain't the
She been
only
the,
transformer he done fucked around with
Cause
because
they
the sisters. I
always
got
been
a
Nah,
on
bunch
the
of
he
them.
used to
stars
date.
always
He
been
used
the
to date
queen
Wait,
of
did
the
somebody
Superhead.
say
He used to date
Transformer?
Superhead.
Who
So he
said
dated
Transformer?
Superhead.
Did somebody say
That man dated
Transformer?
Superhead. Like, so he don't need no. I know he ain't doing that.
Bitch,
He dated
you're
Superhead.
messy. I heard you, T News. He gonna say that ain't the
Wait,
first Transformer.
no, I said transwoman. I ain't.
Oh, I
Mm-mm.
thought.
Oh,
He said
I thought
Transformer.
he said Transformer too.
Child, oh no,
I'm not sure.
no.
I think he did say
Ooh, let's
Transformer. I
look
think I heard
sexual.
Transformers. I think I heard
At the end of
Transformers.
the day, you know, they was kissing in one video. She talking about she finna put it on bag. He was rubbing on her ass, smacking it, talking about this on me. At the end of the day, if that's you, that's you. But the only
But y'all
problem
know
is
Sydney
he claimed
Star
he
is a bold bitch
engaged.
too. Sydney
But
Star
y'all know
does the
Sydney
most.
Star love a good stunt. She been stunting. She been stunting
Yes,
on us for years. This ain't nothing new.
years.
Well,
Well,
I
y'all
really
that's
don't
technically,
not
love Sydney
nothing
Star, but I
new.
don't really
Y'all
But
believe
know
that she
Sydney
plays.
Star got famous on World
technically
Star.
he ain't gay. Technically he's
Yeah,
not gay though. Technically he ain't gay,
yeah.
y'all, because
He
she a
the
woman.
trans woman. He wouldn't be
Nobody
considered
calling
gay
him gay
technically.
though. I don't think nobody calling him gay.
The comments
the
are saying he
only
was gay.
reason I'm shading him is because I think it's a publicity stunt. Like
yeah,
y'all have fell so far into the shadows that you have to go do this.
Yeah, because where is it? Like, where would this? What would she
but
benefit
Somebody
from
saying
him?
who the top.
because she's trying to get back on Love and Hip Hop, but he has a show. He's on that, so he's on a
Because
good
Sydney
show. So
bigger than
I
him.
don't
I know that,
understand
but
what they
Sydney
doing.
bigger than him probably.
Not who
Sydney
the
Does
probably
she?
packing
fuck.
more than him.
Wait, does she still got it in
She still
between
got it. She
there?
ain't got it.
Yeah,
She ain't got it
she
chopped
has.
off yet.
She's not full op. Sydney's not full op.
Y'all
Yeah,
know
she
they
ain't got it
can't
cut
film
off yet.
nothing when they get it chopped off, so they might as well keep it.
Damn.
I
Let me
just
Oh
thought
finish
she
the
was.
damn.
video. Bye, y'all.
So I want to do a little segment right here, and it's going to be a little messy. For those of you who are watching, please don't beat me up. And I want to call this segment "Numbers Don't Lie."
What is
Okay.
it?
And the first part of this segment, I want
Where
to
did I get that from?
congratulate actually
This one, see.
Dre Simber for his his debut episode 5, I believe. Is it episode 4 or 5?
It's
But his
5.
debut episode has now reached 43,000 over 43,000 views, and it's
Ooh,
65
catching
now.
up. It's
it's
catching up to the numbers
55.
from.
It's
It's catching up
65
to the
now.
numbers
It's
from
65.
episode. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
It's 65 now.
It's 65 now.
Oh,
Okay, and it's catching up
Mm-hmm.
to. It's
Okay,
catching
this
up to
picture he
the.
giving Adam's family.
Okay, it's catching up to the first
Oh,
episode's numbers. So I'm
Y'all
predicting that
crazy.
before the end of the season, his episode is going to have between 80 to 100,000 views. Numbers
Damn.
don't lie. Dre Simber, congratulations. Your hard work is not
Congratulations, Dre.
wasted.
yes.
You
The
traveled
and
dar
here
the
with
whoever
darling.
us, and you
set that
made
The
this
episode up
episode
all
darling.
happen.
together for that scene to be last, they did a very good job because that's gonna be like the kicker for the
Meat
next
and
episode.
potatoes. Yes,
Yeah, the
yes.
darling did a good job. The darling never ceased to
Mm.
disappoint us.
Not the darling.
The
Oh,
darling.
somebody said Tracy Drunk Sim. Oh, no. Okay,
Oh,
but anyway,
Cheers to
the
Dre.
second number, that the numbers that don't lie, we all know, speaking of Dre Simber, that he has a lot of antics that he's up to a lot, and he brings some things to the light and to the forefront. And one receipt that he did deliver to us 2 or 3 weeks ago was about some PPP loans that were taken out by some of the cast of
Ain't nothing wrong with little
GStatus.
PPP.
And
Okay.
one of the things that caught our eye was that on the application, because it did show the application, he pulled up all of that. And one of the things that did catch our eye is that it said $1 in utilities for a beauty salon. Now, out of all the hair dryers, and sinks running and people going to the bathroom and all of these gadgets and hot combs and things that's going in a beauty salon, I think the government would have a hard time believing that you only have $1 in utilities.
Well, let's talk about unemployment.
Exactly. Listen, can
Let's
I
talk
say
about
some more
unemployment
that?
claims then.
What about unemployment?
Let's talk about unemployment claims if we're gonna talk about PPP loans. Oh, okay.
What about unemployment?
Can
Well,
I
I
say
just said that
something?
was Dre Silver.
Somebody gonna
What
watch
you trying to
this.
say, Ken?
Someone is gonna watch this and know what I'm talking about. I don't give a
But Dre
fuck.
Silver did say that he did claim unemployment in 2 states. So
Well,
that's what you're
can I say
referring
something?
to.
Can I say something on this? They should have let August do that PPP loan thing, because you know August would have hooked them up real good.
He would have got them the
I
forgiveness.
just don't know nothing of what you're
It's
talking
giving
about.
forgiveness.
This thing froze.
August
Hold
was
on, it
forgiving the
froze.
girls PPP loans.
The feds watching. I don't know nothing about this.
So for our third part of Numbers Don't Lie, I want to talk about Imani Van Zap. Okay. First
Well,
of
your
all,
fan
I
at
want
her.
to let y'all know that I am a fan of Imani Van Zap. I can sit and watch Imani's TikToks for a good 30 minutes to an hour. I have done it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
Let me
You
stop
can?
right
I
there.
can
You
do
can
that.
watch her TikToks, and all she do is sit there and she
Give
give her
thanks
reaction.
all day.
I
worked
can
for
really
her.
like the legit.
I love her
watch
reaction.
TikToks all day. I'm a fan, but
It seems a bit forced.
it was brought to my attention by someone that if you go to Imani's website, she's starting to do big things. She got over 600,000 TikTok followers. And yes, if you have over 600,000 TikTok followers, you should start charging for appearances. Like that's how it goes. But out of all the prices that Auntie charges, oops, and her song is playing. I'm sorry. That's an accident. I didn't mean to click on that button on the website.
Yo, what Reese say? Oh Lord, what is this mess? I was listening to some trash.
But yeah, it did catch my attention that she charges for teaching $2,500 for 2 hours of teaching.
The fuck is she teaching?
What is
She
she
makes
teaching?
$12.50 an hour.
And the thing that caught because my mother is an educator, and I just said it as this, no disrespect, but until teachers who teach our children make $2,500 for 2 hours, nobody else should be making $2,500 for 2 hours. That's just how I feel about that.
You did ask a good question. Like, what is he teaching?
She ain't
Well,
teaching
it just
shit.
says teaching.
Teaching
Her booking like $1,000 to book her.
So wait. What's her credentials?
600,000 TikTok
followers.
What is her education background? I ain't never paid a doctor $12.50 and I done had surgery.
Somebody booked her for October the 18th. I'm on the calendar.
Well, she got 30 years abroad.
I'm gonna say this, and this is just me. I don't give a fuck how nobody feel, but I'm gonna say this. Ain't nobody in Houston clubs gonna book Imani for $1,000 to come do a motherfucking appearance. Why? Because don't nobody give a fuck about what she got going on. No offense, that's just how I feel about it.
Wait, did y'all know who Imani was before y'all got into this web series?
I didn't know who she was till she started doing them TikTok things.
I didn't like Imani when I first saw her.
I know who she was, but before she got like.
Now, if they want to book a nigga like me for $1,000, I understand. I could charge $1,000 to pop. You know what I'm saying?
We seen your prices.
All right, now, Augie. Not too much now. Your dog about to look at you upside your head.
$1,000.
I feel like with Imani Van Zap, with those prices, and look at the fact she has about 600K on TikTok, somebody's gonna pay it.
Yeah.
That somebody may not be me, but somebody is gonna pay it, and I don't know who that is. But like Hershey said, somebody booked on 18th, so somebody paying for it.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure she's getting money for her merch.
In the words of Dre Simber, I don't give a fuck.
Imani Van Zap has been at this for a while, so to get to a point where she feels that she knows her worth, that she can charge $2,500 for a teaching, I say, girl, know your worth and think you're doing. Me, hell, I would even charge that for the shit, but I'm going to give them good ass shows for the free. So, hey, I feel like I'm just making my rounds right now, so I can go ahead and start charging too. But hopefully, I can get to that too.
You might as well, Carl.
$2,500 at some point.
So, Carl,
My one charge for
I
the
would like to
service.
be booked though.
Carl, let me ask you a question, Carl. How much did you charge? Like just off the top.
Off top, like I only do a couple of hundred, like a few $100s. Like I'm
And
not.
why is it? Is it because you? And this is about my opinion. Do you feel like you would charge that because you're up and coming, so you don't want to charge too much right
I
now?
don't want to charge too much because, like I said, I don't have. I'm not like a celebrity on a high profile channel that I can bring you this huge following right now. I know what I am. I know I'm up and coming. And much as I have like my album charted and all this other good stuff, bitches still know the fuck I am. So I'm okay with that, and I know that. Everybody don't know that though. So
yeah. Yeah, that's all I wanted to hear. Like, yeah, I feel like Imani's charging too much right now. That's just a lot.
Yeah, like,
$2,500. Come on now.
and like on top of that, I'm not even
It's a
gonna say
difference
we down
between.
in, and we're not down in what she do for y'all. And I don't care about we the messy panel. We're not down in what she do. We talking about the bullshit behind it. Like
Oh, you know, I
that's
work.
we got
I
a radio
am.
show together.
bullshit.
Yeah, she is charging like a fall semester of student
It's a
loans at this
Yeah,
point,
that's
and
what
I
she
can
do.
afford
it's
it.
it's a difference between knowing your worth and charging for your services and overcharging. Like, I think we're at the price where we're grossly overcharging. But at the end of the day, I don't like your prices and I don't got to book you. And you know what I'm saying? You can charge what you want to charge, but I won't be employed. I won't
Right.
be
I'd
paying
So
rather buy a
Carl
pound of
says
weed.
somebody is going to book her, but it won't be me.
Right.
I'll never be able to collaborate.
Maybe somebody
with
gonna
money.
book her
I
with
don't
their
have no
PPP
money.
loan
I'm
money.
getting like on TikTok.
They can. I mean, they want to spend their money on that. Then they wait. They might as well go to jail.
Or that California EDD.
I get a PPP loan and spend it on her. I might as well go straight to jail.
No, I'd never buy PPP to get Imani Van.
Shit, I'll buy her fan before I even pay for them classes.
I got her.
And did y'all see the? Listen, did y'all see her merch? Did y'all see her merch? Them purses. I done seen better Walmart things.
She got purses too.
She got purses. I done seen better. I done
Now
seen
she
better.
got the
sex
handbag.
She got lip gloss too. Lip gloss, purses, the fans.
Lip gloss. What kind
Yes,
of
lip gloss.
Lip
Look, I'm
gloss.
not knocking.
Y'all
Okay,
know
put
I'm
the
a
lip
sucker for
gloss.
some lip gloss.
Yeah, she got some lip gloss. Become lip gloss, purses, and fans.
Can we hit? I want to go to the hot seat first.
The hot seat? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Because everything after the hot seat is our world, you know, and we finna make it uncomfortable for a lot of you bitches after the hot seat. So let's go to the hot seat, girl. So first on the hot seat, let's start here with Tyga period. So if y'all don't know, over the past week or so, it has come out that Tyga allegedly beat up his ex-girlfriend after she showed up unannounced at her house. He did turn himself in. He said he's cooperating with the police and no charges have been charged. I feel two different ways. You know, we are in a part of our society, our culture, where somebody accuses you of something, and before we know if there's any ounce of truth to it, we just go along with it. And then another part is if you didn't hit her, who did? So I'm interested to see this story unfold. I've been eyeing Tyga for a while now, ever since he got with little Kylie Jenner when she was 16, 17 years old. You know, so you know, I'm watching it very carefully, but yeah, what I do.
We've been side-eyeing Tyga since he came out with that lime and coconut song, honestly.
I've been side-eyeing since that dick came out.
Oh.
Is it slanging?
Try a piece of that one. I mean, it ain't slinging,
Megan,
but I mean, it was nice.
Y'all remember Megan was like, I seen that OnlyFans shit. What's up, Tyga? But besides that, Tyga is a weirdo. He's weird as fuck, like she said, ever since the Kylie Jenner shit. So I don't put nothing past that man. You date kids, I'm pretty sure you'll hit a woman. Like, that bitch was 14 when he met her. 14. He watched her grow up. He probably sat there and fucking put ice on her ass when she got out of surgery and everything.
Shut the fuck
that's
up.
just some weird ass shit to me. So he hit that woman because that's not the worst thing that he has done. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the worst that Tyga has done that we know about. He hit that lady. We just gonna add that to the rest of the shit.
So, a lot of light-skinned niggas be on their light-skinned shit.
Like I said, he's like ever since Kylie. So, you know, we can't really say this is not in his character. We've seen him do some behavior, from some predatory behaviors, and hitting a woman is adds to the list of predatory behavior. So we watching you, and if you hit that woman, I hope your ass go up under the jail.
Let's talk about how he should have been under the jail when he was fucking like 20, when he fucking Kylie under the table.
Look, I said that, but you know her mama and them was covering up for their little asses. He should have been in jail for this shit.
Tyga packing though, so.
And this is what we talked about last week.
Don't nobody care about his dick. He's a pervert.
Who don't? I do.
He's a pervert. He's a pervert.
This is what we talked about last week. We talked about R. Kelly and him not being the only child predator in the music industry. We have another situation where we have Tyga, who we knew was dating Kylie Jenner when she was underage, but everybody took a blind eye to it because they said,
"Well, child, don't leave Jay-Z out the mix, child." Because you know he probably Beyonce when she was 16, and he was 42.
Don't leave Diddy out the mix either, because isn't one of Diddy's baby mama, she was 16 when she got pregnant by Diddy?
Who?
And that's
they're all child molesters. They're all child molesters.
Lisa got pregnant when she was 16, didn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's the one who got pregnant when she was 16.
Yeah, that's like his baby mama was 16. So it's a lot of predators in the industry, and that's why I said R. Kelly needs to be speaking up.
I'm like,
we need him to speak up because we need to air this shit out. But let's go on some time.
I don't think he got nothing though. I think he's just trying to save face for his own head. He's stalling. He ain't got shit. You've been raping them bitches since I was 12, bitch.
But back to the original claim, that man beat her ass.
He did.
He should have been
beating her
ass.
He did. He has predatory vibes. That's what he does because he's been able to get away with certain things. Now let's go to the next. I'm trying to go to the heaviest to the light. Now we want to talk about Los Angeles County versus Vanessa Bryant. Let me tell you, I think what they're trying to do to this woman is absolutely disgusting. They are trying to refute her claims that the members of the first responders that took pictures of her child and her husband's dead body and was showing around the club and to different people didn't cause her mental anguish, that the crash caused her mental anguish. And at the end of the day, you call it whatever you want to. They were out of line, they were out of pocket.
Yep.
And yes, I didn't pay that woman. Yes, it would add to her mental anguish if she's somewhere and y'all are showing pictures of her child and her husband's dead body to people in the bar, to pick up chicks, or to your friends and your family members. They are out of pocket, they're out of line, and they need to pay that fucking woman. And they need to disappear. How low can you go? Y'all know I am a Kobe fan. Y'all know I am very heartbroken.
I was about to say the same thing you were saying. And the thing about that is no matter whether if you test her or not, either way she's still affected by it. She just lost her husband and her daughter on the same day. So what do they expect? Like, what else do they need to know?
But my thing is, who that's gonna lose their spouse and their child at the same time, that's not gonna be distraught? Nobody. Everybody is gonna lose their mind after that. So at this point you have to look at, even though it's foul that they're even looking at it, at this point you have to look at what is mentally ill compared to what you've gone through. What is mentally ill after you've lost two people like that? And this is rude of them to even look at it. But while
and very publicly,
what is mentally ill?
Mm-hmm. And you have to think about it. Kobe Bryant is one of the biggest names in the world. You know what I'm saying? This woman got up, kissed her husband, kissed her child, and I'll see you later. And then the next thing you know, she's getting a call of a helicopter crash that is killed both her child. She has fought to even keep people away from taking pictures of the crash site. So you don't think pictures floating around of her husband or her child's body is going to cause her more mental anguish if she don't even want people taking pictures of the crash site. That is disgusting to do to that woman. And not only did she lose her child and her husband, she lost friends. She lost the friends of her child. So she lost a significant amount of people within a second of each other. So them trying to cause for a mental evaluation, they need,
her husband's side of the family gave her a hard time after she passed. And she's not the only one that's got to look at these photos. She got daughters that also have to see these photos.
And her
Yep.
mama trying to ain't her mama trying to like sue her for some money too at one point.
Yep.
And I would have cut my mama clean off after all.
They reached some type of.
I feel like her mother was really selfish for that because I'm like, you should be there comforting your daughter because she's going through a hard time as is.
And she spoke out against her mom about that as well. Like, this is not the time for you to be coming to me with your hand out. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
So let me say this real quick though. I don't know exactly what's happening in the situation. I couldn't update myself on all the topics, but what I will say is I never deny nobody's from their mental. You know what I'm saying? Like what they're claiming to be. Like, get out. What they're claiming to be their mentally. What they're claiming to be their mental illness. You know what I'm saying? We never want to take that away from nobody. That's like telling somebody they've never been raped. You know what I'm saying, or something like that, and downing it and shit like that. And I just don't think it's fair for anybody to make somebody relive trauma. I think taking pictures of dead people, caskets, scene, you know what I'm saying? That's police work at the end of the day. You taking pictures of the scene. Nobody else needs to see that shit. Like, y'all are weird as fuck for even, you know what I'm saying? Those people who go and look for those videos and shit like that and those pictures and images and shit like that, that's weird. And I just don't think it's fair for the people who go through that shit. Because if say for instance, like when my brother was killed, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't on national news, so I didn't get constant reminders that made me relive that. I was able to process it on my own as opposed to the news constantly bringing it up. You know what I'm saying? When I didn't want to think about it, I didn't have to think about
it. And she doesn't have that luxury. Her and her kids, everywhere they turn around, is something constantly about it. So they don't know what they're doing to this woman. But let's move on from that topic. Bow Wow and the Millennium Tour. Oh, Jesus. Bow Wow is just let me just say it. Bow Wow is fucking corny as hell. Bow Wow has let this title of Mr. 106 Park really get to his brain because he's delirious at this point. For y'all who don't know, he went on a 10-minute rant on live about how he was the best performer at the Millennium Tour, how ain't nobody else doing the work he is, and he was complaining he had a 15-minute set and the fans were more, and then Spectacular spoke out, and then you had Lloyd came and spoke out, and then Sammy spoke out. So my take is, this is the second year for the Millennium Tour, and each year they have sold all of these dates out. They didn't need you to sell out the first year. And you got added on, but they didn't need you to even really sell out this year. You got added on. So apparently you ain't the best performer if the fans don't even check you for like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got some little hits, he takes us back, but I think Bow Wow forgets that just like we embrace you, we can also throw you away. Don't get too big-headed, baby.
And I also think Bow Wow makes a lot of people sleepy, including myself, because every time he gets on a headline, it's always something irrelevant. Like, girl, can you just please sit down somewhere and just rest up or something? Because you really ain't doing nothing to me. Like, for me, you really not doing nothing.
Yeah, Todd, I just sent some pictures of him in the Real Hot Tea chat.
Hey, Braylon.
That guy gained a lot of weight.
Status Network.
He could barely fit that jersey.
Girl,
I'm dead. You are so stupid.
Terrible.
Hold on. I'm seeing some comments. Some people are saying, I don't agree with you on that. Bow Wow is the only one that most of us do remember. Bow Wow is the only one that is relevant. No, it's not. You're telling me that we don't.
I know that's a lie.
You're telling me that you don't.
Somebody block him.
Okay,
him.
but wait,
you're telling me that we don't know.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
Wait, that say Shaw's World. That's the fan page, right?
Went to the Millennium Tour. First of all, who went to the Millennium? The original.
You want to do it again?
None of y'all went to the original.
Bow Wow's the only one, bitch. Really?
It got canceled, I thought.
The original Millennium
Tour.
The Scream Tour, right? The Scream Tour. Who went to the original Scream Tour?
I didn't go to neither one of the tours. But one thing I can say,
everybody that went to the Scream Tour knows that Bow Wow was the headliner.
How long ago was that?
Yeah, because it was in 2001.
He
It was like
deserved
in
his flowers.
2001.
Girl,
He
you barely
deserves
even
his
deserve the
flowers.
wallpaper.
He's still
He
a
should have
house.
been. He should have been on the
Nobody
original
not trying.
comeback.
There's a thin
It's
line
his
between deserving
attitude.
your flowers and stealing your flowers out the store. Like, give bitches a chance to give them to you before you start coming and grabbing them out their goddamn hand, bitch. He be doing too much. And we're not gonna say that Bow Wow wasn't a force to be reckoned with in his day, because in his day he was like the Beyonce of that time frame. But child, for you doing all this extra shit like Pretty Ricky and Marion and B2K and all them wasn't a hot ticket back then either. I know, because my old ass was there.
Y'all.
And it was not just Bow Wow.
Did he not agree to the 15?
Listen,
wait.
He was the headliner.
Did that bitch not agree to the 15-minute set before he started doing the tour? Didn't he know about the 15-minute set?
He had to do that.
Don't they practice?
Did they pop that up on him when Omarion said what he said? No, he knew about that. He accepted that. So Bow Wow can calm his ass down and do his 15-minute set. If he don't want to make no more money on the tour, then he ain't gonna make nothing.
In today's time frame, they are all on the same little playing field. Like, no one of them bigger than the other one right now. So right now, you're all on the same goddamn level.
And the only reason why he didn't bring up that 15 minutes is because he knew that if he put it out there on social media and got enough people riled up behind him, they was going to extend his time. That's the only reason why he did this. He didn't sit.
Who want to see him? Who want to see him longer than 15 minutes though? Like, who want to see Bow Wow for 30 minutes?
What do you say? You ain't big whipping, you ain't steady tipping, no girl getting homie, you ain't fresh as I'm is.
5 to 10 minutes.
He had a Bow Wow
5 to 10
post
minutes.
on the wall.
Okay.
They could remove him completely from the tour, and I would still go.
And it would still people would still go to it.
Whatever.
Bow Wow is
somebody can fill that 15 minute spot. It ain't 15 minutes. They can do it.
He just wanted to extend time. He
15
wanted to
minutes.
extend time for the Atlanta show, which he ended up getting. So you got mission accomplished. Now go sit your little ass with your little jersey on somewhere else. Now this topic caused a huge little shitstorm on live the other day with our resident loudmouth and another loudmouth. So we're gonna talk about Chloe Bailey. Is Chloe Bailey the new it girl, or is Chloe Bailey only hot because Beyonce told y'all she is?
Yes.
She hot because Beyonce told us.
Here, come on.
So let me tell y'all this. Let me say
this.
Let me say this. This is my opinion. Beyonce have creative directors that work with her on choreography, on videos, on this, on that. It's only right that when Beyonce came out with Parkwood Entertainment, that Beyonce hired those people who has made her career what it is. So Cardi B videos has all been pretty much the same, just like Megan videos. Anytime they had that dude doing the choreography and shit like that, it's always the same shit over and over. So Chloe Bailey got the people behind her to give her the good resources. Get out my frame. She got the choreographer, she got the videographer, she got all the models. She's a very popular person, and it started before Beyonce got her. Beyonce got her hands on her because she knew what she was capable of. And yeah, she looked like she got scenes of Beyonce and this and that, but they're working with the same people. So if we look at it from that, in the voice and everything, you know what I'm saying? Like they working with the same people, same vocal training and everything else.
That's a lot of things, a lot of facts that you're naming off, and it makes a lot of sense. And I totally understand that. But y'all gotta realize when you're talking to an audience, which is the masses, ain't nobody doing that research. Like they said, what you see is what you get. They just looking at what you see. Everybody knows Beyonce co-signed that young lady. That's why y'all fucking with her. If Beyonce never co-signed her, they would not be as her and Haley would not be as big as they are. That's just what the facts are. Y'all are people. What the problem is, people don't want to admit that that's why they like her. I'm not saying the girl's not talented, and I don't think.
But Carl, check this out though. I don't mind the machine being behind certain people, but bring the talent after the machine is behind you. And one thing I can say is that Halle and Chloe are not. I can't say that they're not talented. They are very talented, and that I can say. If the machine is,
but that's what most people though.
I'm all.
You ever like your Nicki Minaj's, your Drake's, and all the? It's the machine behind them that told y'all this who y'all need to listen to. These motherfuckers been making music like Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj been out for a long ass time, and she's been. Her bars were harder back in the day than they are now. So the reason why she's mainstream now, why everybody like feel like she's the one y'all need to fucking with, because Lil Wayne told y'all to. Just like Beyonce told y'all that Chloe was a hot ticket. I'm looking at more so for females and artists that can come in the industry with no cosign. And they can do it on their own, meaning you actually put the groundwork, made the right connection, that you got where you needed to be. That's when you looking at you doing your music and talking to somebody that does music. It's not the fact your music not good. You ain't found the right networking yet. You ain't found the right cosign yet. As soon as you find that, everybody will be like, "This bitch is a music genius." Bitch, I've been here.
Yeah,
that's just what it is.
So
I ain't see Beyonce Giselle no. I ain't see Beyonce name in the writing credits. I sure didn't.
Let's call her.
She didn't have to. She put her name. She wrote her name there and said, "Period. I co-signed this." And y'all said, "Okay."
Child's World said, "Let's call a spade a spade. Chloe is going to be a force to be reckoned with. She's talented. What other R&B girls are doing or can do, and what she's doing. I guess he's comparing
I don't think
them.
So.
Doja Cat and Chloe are the only ones giving me something right now. No one else is giving me, when it comes to the singing part, the singing out of singers. Like, that's the only ones who, and let's just be real, we really got
Normani problem is consistency.
It's always holding
it consistent enough.
Normani
now
voice
she has to
trash.
perform stuff down.
Normani cannot
It's
sing.
just the music portion.
No, I'm so sick of Normani. Normani is not consistent. She doesn't. I don't know. She doesn't do it for me.
At the end of the day, this is a generation of, this is what I call the 15 minutes of fame generation. Or Normani and Chloe both are not consistent enough to be the next Beyonce. Because everybody, Beyonce is in her 40s now. So everybody's looking like, okay, when Beyonce decides to fade off and stop doing music, who's going to be next to reign after her? And honestly, to my personal opinion, I don't think it's neither one of them. It's going to be somebody you least expect that's going to come off the scene out of nowhere. It's not going to be Chloe or Normani. They're not consistent enough. Neither one of them.
We're not going to act like Normani's voice is wonderful. We're not going to act like Normani is not in the category. Normani is not a part of the girl.
They try to put her in the category. But the problem is, Normani releases a good single once every 3 years. That's not enough. You like the next Kelly Rowland, not the next Beyonce. Chloe is cool, but Beyonce
not Kelly Rowland.
Kelly can sing. Like I said, Normani is not
in the
conversation.
I thought you were talking about Kelly Price. I thought you were talking about Kelly Price. Okay, Kelly Rowland, I would accept that.
Music, she can't sing that well. When you put out music to the masses, that has no bearing. Like when I got into it with me and Trey Morris is having a discussion. He's talking about vocal capabilities. That holds no bearing to the masses. None. Only people care about that people who actually be listening and actually are really into music. And that's not everybody. Most people that's why Britney Spears is the queen of goddamn pop right now. Bitch, they just care about music that sound good to make them get off their feet. Britney Spears ain't been able to sing since she came out. Everybody knows that. But she
I'm still gonna say Normani is a pop girl. She's not she's not R&B. Or Normani is not a good. But at the end of the day, like everybody who's singing right now, everybody who's singing right now can sing. I can't think of nobody who can't sing besides Normani, honestly.
I think it's,
don't mean they make it.
If we talking about the R&B girls,
I think it's too early to tell.
But the R&B girls, Normani is not one of them. She came from Fifth Harmony. Normani don't need to be a part of the conversation of R&B girls who can sing. Normani can dance, and that's why she was one of them.
At least she's not like Carrie Hilson.
Like,
you let your talent go to waste.
Yeah, like, and even then, like, if Carrie Hilson was on, she would be part of the conversation because she can actually sing.
Carrie Hilson is a prime example of the Beyonce effect. Just like Beyonce effect told y'all not to like Carrie. Beyonce effect told y'all to like Chloe. That's why Carrie was very talented. Hell, she wrote a lot of songs for Beyonce and a lot of y'all favorite singers. But she came at Beyonce one time. The Beyonce effect told y'all not to like her, and we ain't seen her since.
And she had no reason to do that. And she had no reason to do that. But in the day was
Beyonce effect. Beyonce, like you said earlier, Beyonce don't say anything. She ain't got to. If she co-sign and say, I don't like that, bitch, y'all don't like that. Y'all know how y'all do.
How we know she don't like it then?
Y'all know she do. Beyonce, she still came at Beyonce. We don't like her. Y'all know how to be Beyonce.
You said
Beyonce ain't never had an opinion to me. The only time
I know that's what I'm saying. He said if Beyonce said
she has had an opinion, and if y'all look at her earlier videos when she did have an opinion, y'all see why they told that bitch to stop talking.
The only time I seen Beyonce have an opinion is when Kanye first introduced Kim to them, and she was looking at that bitch upside her head when they tried to sit beside them. And that was the only time
Beyonce
I
used
ever
to
see
talk,
her think
baby,
something. I
and
ain't never seen her think nothing
Yeah,
the
else.
she
smartest
did.
thing they
And then
did
they
was tell
told
her
her
to
ass to
Yeah,
shut up.
Beyonce to me, it's like she has a mute button to her. She don't have to say anything at all. Like she just don't say
She
completely
don't, but
nothing.
see, the thing about Beyonce also put in the work. The ones that the people we're talking about, the girls that we're talking about right now, they're not putting in the same work Beyonce did.
And not
They're
So,
only
not.
that, her
I,
fans speak for her.
and
okay,
Beyonce
so
in a
let's
Really.
wrap
different
this
era
up.
than what we're looking at now.
For
Team
me,
B.
I think it's really too soon to see
Yeah,
what Chloe's gonna do. Her new single, I love the song. I love the visuals. I love how she's been switching it up in her performances. Time will tell if she's our new it girl, if she can consistently come with good music, good visuals, good performances. We don't know. We just have one single. So hopefully her
okay.
and her sister can, live up to the hype that everybody's giving her right now. So let's transition
Let's
Who
talk about
to
Just Lauren.
Go
Just
and
Lauren. Just Lauren.
yes. Who watched Just Lauren?
I did. I
nobody. I was
watched it.
playing.
I
I
watched
still need
Just
to
Lauren.
watch it.
So,
I just playing.
first of all, before I get into this crazy episode, that her family, they make me want to choke them. But anyway, before I get into this episode, I do want to talk about the Just Lauren premiere last night and what everybody had on. I think everybody looked nice. Lauren must have had some security in the front door. Talk about if you not dressed to impress, you can't come up in here, because everybody was dressed to the nines. I saw some familiar faces. I saw Q was there. I saw G and Juan were there. I saw some folks from GStatus there. I know some chasing people, Troy, Neek, and his boyfriend. A lot of people were there, and everybody looked nice. It looked like a really elegant event. But getting into the episode,
Shout out to Jay Moore. He was there representing Big
yeah,
Brand.
I saw a lot of footages. But getting into the episode, Lauryn, pretty much the story is that she moved back to Alabama with her family so that she could regroup and pretty much focus on her businesses and
Time
making
to
money
get
and
messy.
stuff
Did she
like
have
that.
trash bags? Did she really have
She
trash
did.
bags?
I feel like that was
Flashback.
orchestrated, y'all. I feel
Now
like
she
it was
moved in with
orchestrated.
trash bags.
She
I didn't
showed
even
up in
watch
her
the
parents'
episode
door with some
Comedic.
garbage
yet.
Very
bags.
much
It was
learned
comedic.
her.
Yeah,
Oh
she did
my
show up with some garbage bags at her parents' door, but I think that was orchestrated though. She pretty much bombarded her way in. Her dad was nice, except he just does not refer to her as her respected pronoun, and he still calls her Jaylon, which she doesn't really care for. And the conversation that they had, it just makes you, ugh, it's very cringing. And I don't know if y'all watched the T.S. Madison Experience, but I feel like because T.S. Madison show was mainstream, that they really didn't dig too deep in that to try to save face for the people. But Lauryn, since it's an independent platform with chasing, they got more in depth. And y'all, I swear to God, her and her daddy must have sat there talking for 10 minutes, and he never called her by her respected pronoun. And it was just a cringe moment. It just, oh, I just wanted to jump through and choke the heck out of him. And then she had a friend that came on later on another scene, and she was telling her friend about it. And it was this bigger guy who had on the Lizzo mesh shirt. And somebody in the comments was like, it's a cross between Lizzo and Rissy or something. And everybody in the comments was just tearing them folks up for what the friends
Ooh.
had on, their clothes and stuff like that. But overall, it was a good episode, and I hope that I convince y'all to watch it with me because it's really funny. It really is.
I was
I
tuned
feel
in because
like
she actually liked it.
it's something I can't tune into because it's something like having an opinion on certain things would not come off right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll watch it, but I feel like it's something I would probably have to keep to myself because I have an opinion about her dad calling her. You know what I'm saying? Like because I'm not trans, I have to say like you know how we're told to respect trans people, respect their pronouns, respect it. You know what I'm saying? How will we feel? That's his child. You know what I'm saying? And he maybe wanted Lauryn to respect what was given at, you know what I'm saying, at birth. And it's like, regardless of the world, you know what I'm saying, we can't change him. Like somebody said in the comments that made me get this idea, you can't blame him. He's 60 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't say that he's a terrible person, even though he probably said, "I don't want to call you that because this," you know what I'm saying? Her saying like he's asking for one thing and she's asking for one thing. There's no happy medium because one thing is gonna be leave one person unhappy and another thing is gonna leave another person, you know what I'm saying, pissed off and mad and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I don't think this show would be a good topic for Messy Monday. This is something we probably can get into on something else. You know what I'm saying? Just so we can speak on it in a respectful way. But we have to nitpick if we were to talk about this show, the trash bags. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe a bad weave job or some messed up makeup or like the Lizzo shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like this. I feel like Lauryn, we got to give props for putting your life out there. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm
and she was bold. She was very bold for this. But I understand exactly what she's saying, Ken, because there was a part where Lauryn was like, Jaylon is dead. And when she said that, her dad was really sad that she said that. And I kind of thought about it. I was like, if somebody got about 25 years experience with someone, it is kind of harsh to say that they're dead. It's hurtful.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like
that's
that
person it's probably taking him time to like process that in his head that he no longer has a son, he has a daughter.
Child,
but at the same time, you still have a child.
Not a piece of. I don't buy none of that shit. I've seen Lauren's dad has been on Chasing. This is not his first appearance on Chasing.
Yep.
And my thing is that if you was gonna do a spinoff about your life, it should be more realistic. You showing up on a scene with trash bags and shit, that ain't real. We know it ain't real. We know it's orchestrated. We know what it is. So the reason why, like, I love Lauryn. She's a friend of mine. I love her down. But girl, if you're gonna do a show, be realistic. If you're not, just don't waste our time. I honestly feel like if you gave anybody a spinoff off of Chasing, it shouldn't have been her. And that's just how I feel. I don't care about her story enough to feel like
I ain't gonna lie, but I have to say, Carl, I can't think of nobody else who I would want to spin off from.
That's
honestly, there's nobody more interesting.
I would say Lauryn and Oliver, maybe.
But Oliver is annoying to watch. Oliver is very hard to watch.
But I honestly feel, in all respect, I think Lauryn is too. Because Lauryn don't do a lot of stuff. Lauryn does a lot of antics for TV. And it's like,
but that's the thing. You know Lauryn, you know her personally. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have that. What we know is like, all we see is like this boss getting money. You know what I'm saying? Able to pay for multiple surgeries.
Now, she's always been that.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't think of nobody else. Everybody else is kind of like, we see what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Lauryn being off and on the scene, you know what I'm saying? Being able to move to China and do this.
To be honest, on Chasing's cast, Chasing need to really do their casting differently. Nobody on the cast is interested enough to get a spinoff. And that's just being real. Like, your whole cast is pretty much like,
they have to be together.
Here? Yeah, you'll have to be. Nobody can really stand alone on their own. To get a spinoff from anybody on Chasing is kind of like, what are y'all doing? Y'all have nobody that has a big enough personality to hold a show by themselves. So I think Lauryn only did because Lauryn, you already know how people would do. Lauryn she was in a blog, so like with Bobby Valentino and some other shit that she had did.
In Milan.
That's what I think is the reason why, because she's popular. That's why she got a spinoff. I don't think it's her life is really that interesting. She's just popular.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that, Sean. So the last that's one of our topics that we gotta get to next. The Flame Monroe.
Wait, real quick. I just want to say I'm about to go ahead and go to bed. I gotta go to work in the morning. It was good talking to everybody. I didn't get into it with nobody tonight, so we're gonna go ahead. Everybody give me a round of applause. I ain't gotta worry about no mess when I get up off of here tonight. Shout out to all my. No, I'm just playing. But I'll see y'all later. It was good talking to y'all. I'll watch the rest of the show on YouTube tomorrow.
All right.
Talk to you later.
All right, see ya.
So we'll catch y'all next week. So the next 3 topics that we have is the Flame Monroe trans panel. Somebody asked about that, and then we got the Black China COVID rant, and then the Real Housewives All Stars Girls Trip. and our
We don't
expectations from that.
let's skip China because fuck her. Because I want to get into the shit that has happened in the past 2 days. So, Carl, since you've had some experience with Miss Flame Monroe, you start that shit off.
Oh yeah.
Well, first of all, Flame Monroe is a trash ass bitch. Let's
Oh my
start it
lord.
there.
Oh,
Is she
was
considered
she-
trans?
No.
I don't know what the fuck she is.
No.
She's a puppet.
Flame
Is what she's
identifies
considered.
Because she look like a pumpkin to me. No shade. Like she ready for
This is
Halloween.
my issue with Flame. Flame is like these blogs and stuff that we do. Flame watches this shit, but she never has nothing positive to say. But yet she get her big filth cheek ass on goddamn every platform she can get her ass on, and she want to speak as like a voice for the LGBTQIA community. And I'm trying to figure out like every time she gets on these platforms and she wants to talk about, I guess, stand up for LGBT rights, it's always to like the shadow of like trying to be the like I guess the cool mom to the straight people. Like you say enough, but you say enough that you don't want to offend them when
Y'all
they've
actually
been
picked the okay
nothing
picture.
but offensive to us.
That's
Yeah,
a
y'all
good
really did.
picture of her.
Yeah, that's an okay picture.
Trust me, because she does. It
No,
ain't. She ain't giving that on nothing else. That's the best she's ever looked. But with that being said, she gets. I had did when I was on YB's panel, and she came in there. She actually watched the show and commented and called it like was going off on us. She eventually deleted all her comments, but it's like, why would you get on there and say that?
Where,
Because
Oh yeah, this
that
time
was
when
the
she was on
episode where
YB.
y'all said she looked like she made from the car park from the Sam for the Sun junk.
Now, I personally did not say that. Yeah, I didn't say that, but it was mentioned. And my thing is like, if we'd have said something positive about you, would you have got on there with the same energy and said, you know what, keep doing y'all thing. I'm here to support y'all. I'm backing y'all up. I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have got that. So my thing is like, she needs to stop getting on these goddamn panels, going call something like she's for the LGBT community, and she's not. What she want to do is a lot of people don't know that Flame Monroe been trying to get her own, like T.S. Madison got her own like show. Flame Monroe been trying to do that for years, and it's been put on the back burner so many damn times. So like as Danita would say, she be backpedaling and pussy popping when they ask her questions because she wants you to kind of like, I'm gonna speak for the LGBT community because it puts me in the limelight. But I'm gonna say enough so y'all can still like me, so y'all can give me what I want. It's like, girl, pick a side. Are you for us, or are you for us enough to where you get your name out there good enough so you can get your agenda pushed? That's what it is for her. And every time she speaks on something, that's what I'm getting.
I think she's still trying to push her agenda because what people don't know, how I got introduced to her, she had a show actually. She had shot it. She shot the pilot in a couple episodes. It was supposed to be with, it's supposed to be him and his children, about him raising his children and also being transgender or cross-dressing. And what ended up happening is some Christian groups got a hold to it and they all filed a position. They wrote them little, their little sign, their little names on the petition, and actually had it removed. And ever since then, she's been pandering, so she could appear to be the nice gay that agree. Yeah, I agree with y'all. Although I'm in the community, so give me my own show. So that's what Flame gives me. So people don't know that backstory, but I don't know if he's trans or what.
No.
So he's been trying to do this for a very long time. And like I said, he's trying to come across friendly, so he can get his own show, which I think is trash. If you're gonna stand for something, stand for it all the time, not just when it serves a purpose for yourself.
Well, Flame tells everyone, and we can only go by what Flame says, that Flame's pronouns are he, she, we. But I also have to acknowledge the fact that Flame has also said in multiple interviews that when Flame goes to school with, and I correct me if I say anything wrong, Flame goes to school with his kids and they go to parent-teacher conferences and things like that, Flame has to get straight because Flame does not want to embarrass the children and stuff like that. And I don't care what nobody say, the way you conduct yourself around kids is what you believe, and that goes for everybody. Yep.
And that was the basis of his show, because he would go home and be all day long with his children as a man, and when it's time to pay the bills, he would get dressed up in drag as Flame Monroe. So that was the basis of the show. So my thing is, Hope said that she's a caricature and she's juking and jiving for the straight community, which in a sense you have said I don't go out dressed as a woman because I want people to like me. I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want to embarrass my children. But when the lights go down and I'm in this space, now I'm in drag. Now I'm a part of the community. So he has said that out of his own mouth. And at this point, baby, get your life together. You got to figure out what you want to do, because he said to Hope these words, nobody's hearing you because because you acting like a nigga, although you look like a bitch. That's exactly what he said to Lauryn. And that's what he said to Hope. And it's like,
For real?
wow. Yeah.
Wait, repeat that one more time. What you say?
Yes.
She said you acting like a nigga, although you look like a bitch, and don't nobody want to deal with that.
Woo.
That's exactly what Flame
She's
said.
trash. Period. Ain't no other way to get around it. She does not speak for the LGBT community. She is trying to push her own agenda. Fuck her and stop supporting that raggedy ass bitch. That's all I got to say about her raggedy ass.
All I gotta say is that the next time he ever thinks about going on live, he needs to make sure that his face is clean, because when he got on that live, it looked like he had a lot of acne all over his face. He looked like a Halloween pumpkin. I'm like, girl, why did you come on live looking like that?
Lord,
He
I didn't know all
does
that
have a lot of
on that live. I'm gonna have to go back. I haven't watched it, you guys. The only thing I've seen is both of Flame's Breakfast Club's interviews, and it was tap dancing to me. This is from the outside looking in. I don't know if y'all will take my humble opinion, but it came off as begging, and both times they came off as begging, and that's what I feel that I saw. The same thing that older Black people give to white people is the same thing that Flame gives to people. It gave begging.
Uncle Tom shit.
But one thing that I do realize is that with older gays and older queer people, a lot of them also do that stuff. Because I don't know if y'all have heard of this blogger on YouTube. His name is what's the one that talks about Tyler Perry all the time? Walter something. I forgot his name, but a lot of them have, even though they are gay, they have traditional beliefs, and it's kind of like, okay, you're a walking contradiction to yourself.
Yeah,
like you're a hypocrite, pretty much.
Yeah,
I think it's because when we are at an age now that it's acceptable to be yourself. Well, it's starting to become acceptable, and when you look at the age, Flame was in his like 50s and 60s. When you look at that era and time, it was taboo to be gay. It was laughable. It was, you were still in a time where you can be killed or you had to hide who you were. So they adapted the beliefs of the straight community as their own. So now that is 2021, and it's okay to be who you are. It's don't do too much now. They gonna stone us, and it's actually kind of sad that what we do to people, that we get to a point where they feel like they cannot be their authentic selves, and it's really just sad.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we got Black China's craziness, and one more topic left. Let me see. We got Black China. I don't even want. Ooh, she just sounded.
I want to do Black China.
You want to do Black China?
I don't want to do Black China.
Child, she was acting like a Gemini.
She acting like the trash ass bitch she is. We ain't gonna talk about her. She just be doing trash and she like attention. So
let's
all
go
that wasn't
there.
necessary. It wasn't necessary. She's doing the most.
Let's talk about the hot boys, and then let's talk about fucking Reese G and the bloggers, the fucking
oh my god, yeah, let's
that
talk
we was
about
getting.
that.
Let's get into the real
shit.
Oh Lord, D, what you
Well,
want
it
to
was
talk
some
about?
advice that he was giving about the
we had
bloggers and
Cedric versus. Hold on, we had Cedric versus Sherrod versus a car. So a live got sent about 6:30 my time in the morning, 5:30 y'all in Texas. Well, Cedric was on live talking about Sherrod and him almost got into it at the club. That some screenshots was going around. Showing how he was no longer gonna be nice about the shit no more. And he was gonna start emptying out his screenshots and shit. And since them your hot boys, Ty, tell us what's going on with your fellas. Because I got on the live and I started asking Sherrod questions, and you know me, because T Spiller was on the live too. So Ty, come on, them your boys.
Ty, you got a
I know
lot
I
of
put you out there.
boys.
I don't know what's going
Ty,
on.
like I don't want to be here.
I don't. So allegedly there was no fight. There was an attempt to fight, but no hands were physically thrown. In regards to Cedric and Sherrod. Sherrod is no longer on the show, but he will be making a cameo appearance. So yeah, you won't see any interaction between him and Cedric at all. But as y'all know, our hot boys are mixy, so they do know each other in real life. So yeah, it is a possibility that may have happened at the club, but I wasn't there. I don't know. And then as far as the car,
Ash is in the chat. Ash, you're gonna have to come up here, Ash, because you was a part of that shit too.
Ash, you wanna come on?
Not sure.
Let's bring Ash up, because Ash was a part of that shit too. T Spiller, we was on your live when I started asking questions. So I'm like, where you at? Don't be quiet now.
So there was no fight.
Y'all was,
basically.
I didn't. What y'all talking about? Sherrod and said?
Yeah.
Or whatever happened between them.